Annotations are an extremely powerful tool for getting your viewers to your website, to your other videos, or even getting them to subscribe to your channel, if you use them right. This video will cover several techniques that will make you effective at using annotations. There are 6 techniques that I've discovered that get people to click on annotations. The last 2 are by far the most powerful, but you need to use all of them. Use motion. This is by far the most advanced technique, and don't worry if your editing software doesn't have this option, but if it does, you should absolutely be using it. I use Adobe Premiere to make the animations in this and all of my other YouTube videos. If you'd like to know how, I suggest searching YouTube. There are tons of tutorials out there. Use color. Which color? It actually doesn't matter that much, but the color just needs to stand out. I would tend to shy away from using black or white because they are commonly used and they're not usually viewed as being action colors. Think about when you go to a website and you see links. Generally, those links are going to be blue or red or green so that they stand out from the other text on the page. Use this same principle when you're deciding what color to make your annotations. YouTube only allows the color of the text in your annotations to be black or white, so you'll actually need to make a graphic in your video editing software and then overlay the annotation on top of it if you want it to stand out. Use legible font. You want to make sure that your font is as easy to read as possible, so stay away from those really crazy cursive fonts and make sure that everything is big enough as well. Proper placement. The best place to put annotations is in the top left. There are a couple of reasons for this. Number one, in English and in most other languages, people read from top to bottom, left to right. So that means the top left is the first place that people will look when they're looking for information. The center of the screen works great as well. Draw attention to the annotation. This step is absolutely crucial. If people don't notice the annotation, they're obviously not going to click on it after all. So there are a few things that you can do to direct their attention to that annotation. First of all, if your voice or your face is going to be in the video, you can direct their annotation by just letting them know that there's an annotation in the top left of their screen. You can also direct their attention to it visually. Earlier we discussed using motion. You can also use flashes, arrows, other things. You can also use sound effects like this, or this. Another tip on this, reducing options makes them much more likely to convert. So you don't want to have multiple annotations on the screen at the same time, directing people to different places. They can't click on all of them, so a lot of the times they choose not to click any of them. I have one last tip that has been extremely helpful to my channel, and I'll get to that in just a moment. I did want to mention that this entire channel is dedicated to helping you be successful on YouTube. If you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to hit the subscribe button, which is in the bottom right corner of this video. Now this last tip is extremely important and extremely useful. Ensure your viewers that clicking on the annotation will not interrupt their video. Now there is some work that you have to do in order for this to be true. When you're creating the annotation, there's a box that you can check which will cause the annotation to open in a new window. Make sure to check that box every single time you create an annotation. Now, how exactly do you ensure your viewers that clicking the annotation won't interrupt their video? Well, you can do that verbally by just saying, clicking this annotation won't interrupt this video. Or if you're not speaking into a camera like I am right now, you can just put text on the screen that explains that to them. Thanks so much for watching.